Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and I'm so happy to be here to talk about my most anticipated film of 2019. That's right, Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. I'm not sure if you are all familiar or expecting this film or as excited as I am, but I thought I'd break it down because the New York Film Festival just announced it's going to be the premiere opening film, and they just finally released some stills from the film. There's still obviously a lot more we need to see, including footage, but I want to break down some of this information so you guys can get as excited as I am, because this film, I think, is a game changer for cinema and could be just a huge footnote in the history of, I think, serious films and how technology is going to affect future performances of classic actors. There's so much to unpack here, so I want to get straight to the story. The story really starts here where I see that Martin Scorsese finally announced his opening date. We didn't know when this was actually going to open. It's going to open on Netflix, ironically. But the film, we didn't know. They said this fall, potentially, and then Netflix was being coy. But Netflix is going big with an opening night premiere, and it's going to be on September 27th as the world premiere at the Alice Tully Hall on Friday, and it'll be released in select theaters and on Netflix later this year. So they're going to premiere it first in cinema at the festival, and then clearly going to release in theaters. This is a film they have to release in theaters. It'd be completely asinine of them not to. This is going to be a huge awards contender. But for those of you that don't know, let's read this together so you can get a little bit more history on what The Irishman is about. They sum it up here on the film site. Irishman is a richly textured epic of American crime, a dense, complex story told with astonishing fluidity. Based on Charles Brandt's nonfiction book, I Heard You Paint Houses, it is a film about friendship and loyalty between men who commit unspeakable acts and turn on a dime against each other, and the possibility of redemption in a world where it seems as distant as the moon. The roster of talent behind the film and in front of the camera is astonishing, and at its core, The Irishman are four great artists collectively hitting a new peak. Joe Pesci is back. Yes! Joe Pesci is back as a Pennsylvania mob boss, Russell Bufalino, Al Pacino as Teamsters President Jimmy Hoffa, and Robert De Niro as their right-hand man, Frank Sheeran, each working at the closest harmony imaginable with the film's incomparable creator, Martin Scorsese. The film also stars Harvey Keitel, among others. This is going to be a crazy film. Irishman has so many things: rich, funny, troubling entertainment, and like all great movies, and absolutely singular, said New York Film Director Committee Chair Kent Jones. It's the work of masters made with a command of the art of cinema that I've seen very rarely in my lifetime, and it plays out at a level of subtlety and human intimacy that truly stunned me. All I can say is that the minute it was over, my immediate reaction was that I wanted to watch it all over again. It's an incredible honor that The Irishman has been selected at the opening night of the New York Film Festival. I greatly admire the bold and visionary selections that the festival presents to audiences year after year, said Scorsese. The festival is critical to bringing awareness to cinema from around the world. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to premiere my new picture in New York alongside my wonderful cast and crew. Guys, this is going to be a big deal, but let's get straight to the photos. These are the first sort of photos, and in fact, I want to open these up and go full screen for you. Here's the first image we see of De Niro and Pesci at a bar. These look like they are more, they're older now, but I still think they've done some de-aging here too. But this just looks, God, I want to see the two of them together. I want to see the two of them together. Pesci hasn't made a film in ages. And for him to come back, he did The Good Shepherd, I remember, De Niro's directorial film. He made an appearance in that. But to see him come back and do full-on Pesci De Niro, oh my God, I can't wait. And then, here's the other photo. This is the crowd here as Pacino and De Niro. This, to me, is going to be the true De Niro-Pacino collaboration. I'm not including Righteous Kill and some of the straight-to annoying ones they did. This one, no doubt, is going to be back to have them directed by Scorsese. Pacino directed by Scorsese with De Niro. The only thing missing is DiCaprio. I don't know why they didn't get DiCaprio in this too. That seems to be Scorsese's latest De Niro auteur. But man, these look great. I'm excited. We don't really see the aging here yet. It seems like they could be, but this also could be now. What's stunning about this film, and I think it's important that we talk about, aside from my excitement level, and I want to make sure you guys are excited, half of the film is going to be told when they're younger. And they have been working with ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, and I thought it was Weta, but I guess it's ILM. They have been working with them to de-age them in a way that hasn't been done yet. And I think this seems scary. This seems like, oh no, that's going to look stupid. But I don't know, man. Have you guys watched Furious 7 when they brought back Paul Walker? Dude, you got to go watch what Weta did there. It's incredible. You would have no idea how much they actually made of not Paul Walker, but used his brothers, and they grafted his face over, and they managed to make some amazing things. So the fact that De Niro and Pacino are there acting, and they're going to make them younger and let these like heavyweights do it with technology that's finally at the cusp of looking real. This is why it's a game changer. This film is going to pioneer how films are made, and it could go crazy. We could bring back Clint Eastwood to make another Dirty Harry movie. The ideas here and the possibilities are endless. And so this film, if Scorsese can pull it off beyond just being an awards contender, is going to be, like I said, a footnote in film history to show where the likes of De Niro and such have come back to play with this digital technology and act in a way that we've never really seen in film, where they can really come down. I mean, you go back to Godfather 2, where De Niro plays, young Corleone. And back then you had De Niro and Brando, two, iconic people that could play that role as younger and older. So to now see De Niro be able to go back and do it himself in a way is crazy to me. And I'm just fascinated. And if there's a director who can pull this off and bring this team back together, it's Martin Scorsese. So that's why it's so exciting. And I think I want to go here to this other article just to give you guys some more information. This was talked about by Scorsese's longtime editor, if you don't know, Thelma Schoonmaker, who's really pretty much edited all of his films. And she answered some questions about the film. And I thought this would also, it was important to share. The Irishman is not Goodfellas, she told Yahoo this week, and that's what they think it's going to be. It's not. It's not Goodfellas. It's completely different. It's wonderful. They're going to love it, but please don't think it's going to be Goodfellas, because it's not. What The Irishman concedes, is expensive. The Irishman is based on the book I Heard You Paint Houses and centers on the real-life gangster who is rumored to have killed the mob legend Jimmy Hoffa. In the film, De Niro stars as Frank the Irishman Sheeran, and Al Pacino plays Hoffa. But the most telling parts of the Shoemaker interview about it is its de-aging technology. We're youthifying the actors in the first half of the movie, and then the second half of the movie they play their own age. So it's a big risk, she admitted. We're having that done by ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, and that's a big risk. We're seeing some of it, but I haven't gotten a whole scene where they're young, and what I'm going to have to see, and what Marty's going to have to see, is how is that affecting the rest of the movie when you're seeing them young. So look, this is a big deal. This film is obviously going to make a lot of people's minds either say never again or more, or you guys pulled it off. Okay, I'm okay when you do it right. This is a very telling film. And the fact that Netflix paid a fortune for this movie, this was one of those buying things that they just knew. I think every studio wanted to get this one because it's not only an awards contender, but it is going to be this historical film. And so I think the fact that Netflix bought it, I'm praying Netflix does not just do the dumb thing and release it on Netflix immediately. They have to do a theatrical run. They have to, with a film this expensive, with this talent. I mean, come on, behind the scenes crew that is involved in this film, you gotta debut this one in screens, and you gotta incorporate cinema. Netflix, as fans of movies and cinema, you can give it a month and then debut it in December. I don't care if the window's short, but inspire people to go see it on a big screen so we can really experience this film. And I hope they do. It sounds like they're going to do it, but I really hope this is the first time they stagger their release, because they can afford to. They have enough content. Tell me, commenters, do you need Netflix to put it out first for you to justify your Netflix subscription? Because I don't. If they release it a month, 2 months, 3 months later, I'm fine with that. I'm going to go see it in the theater and support it twice, Netflix. And I think that's what's so great. I want to go rewatch this film. This sounds like a film that's going to be rewatched, and you're going to have the exclusive home to rewatch it. So I hope they are not stupid here. I hope Netflix knows what they have here. I hope the film is as good as they're hyping. I hope the film is as good as we want it to be, seeing these legends come back on screen together, and Scorsese going back to his roots and doing a big crime film. Guys, Wolf of Wall Street was just so damn good. I don't know if you guys remember. Go back and rewatch that film. It is just incredibly well put together, and it's just funny and dark, and what a sleaze, but then you sort of feel for him. What an amazing job he did. I mean, I cannot wait to see what he does with The Irishman. I am very excited. What do you guys think? Are you as excited as I want to see more footage. I can't wait till more footage comes, but these first images are setting the tone for something that I'm very on board for. Tell me what you're excited for down in the comments below. Forget The Last Jedi, forgot Skywalker, Rise of whatever the Star Wars thing is. I mean, of course I'm going to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about later how I'm over Star Wars. But Irishman, man, that's the film of the year that we should be paying attention to. So mark your calendars, get excited, and we will be back later today and the rest of the week with all new movie news. I'm going to try and do 2 videos a day this week. So thanks so much. If you've got any story ideas, you can submit them to me online. Here is my handles at social media. Please, I'm looking for people to help me feed out what should I be talking about. I'm building a lot of new people. I appreciate you watching. Check it out, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.